Hey, what's up you guys, it's KODA. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you may know that I do have a new little buddy. I got a parrot. His name is R2D2 and I thought I would share him with you guys. I am absolutely in love with this little guy and he bonded with me within only a week, which is really quick. They can take up to like a few months and some even never bond with you. So I thought I would share him with you, let you guys get to meet him and share some facts about him to you guys. I don't know if he's gonna hang out or not. Anyways, this is R2D2. You can see him. Hi, Bubba. He is a Budgie, also known as a Budgie, but more commonly referred to as a parakeet. Hi. You know. He's 4 months old, and oh, he went back in the cage. So right here on his beak, you can see that his nostrils are pink. Yeah. That's a sign that he is a young male, and if it's a female, it'll be like a really, really light blue, kind of more like his chest. And as the males get older, their nostrils become more of a darker blue, more like my shirt, and the females turn brown or tan. Depending on how old they are. Hi. What are you doing? They're flock animals? Yeah. They're flock animals, so they need attention daily. So I get them out and I play with them a few times a day. What are you doing? A lot of people don't know that Budgies are actually parrots, and saying that they can mimic speech like a lot of the other parrots, and Budgies are actually known for having a better clarity with their imitation than some of the bigger parrots like cockatoos and macaws. After they're about 4 months, then you can start teaching them, trying to get them to talk, which we've been working on. I'd like them to be able to talk. Not all of them will talk. It's uncommon, but it's not impossible. They have to bond with you pretty well and be your buddies. What are you doing? Whenever I first got him, about a week and a half ago, I brought him home and put him in a cage, and the bar spacing was too big, so I had to switch him over to this cage, which my rats used to be in. You know, my shoulder. I'm back in the cage. Because if their head can squeeze through the bars, then they might have a risk of injury or even death. So you want to make sure that with a Budgie, their bar spacing is about ½ an inch, just so you don't have a risk of injury or death or anything like that. Budgies do come in different colors. They come in what's the natural color. They're found in Australia. They're desert parrots, and they're one of the smallest parrot species there are. Along with like parrotlets and lovebirds and stuff like that. Anyways, the colors that they come in are naturally it's green with kind of like a yellow face, and then they come in white, they come in like a light blue like him, they come in like a darker blue like this, yellow, and it's kind of rare to come across, but they do come in purple, which is really, really pretty. I actually follow a few people on Instagram that have purple Budgies, and I would like to have one. As of right now, he's perfectly happy. He bonds with me, he preens me, which is like cleaning. He likes being with me. He doesn't seem lonely or anything because I have him out like all the time. But maybe in the future I might get R2D2 a brother, and I might name him BB-8. I think that'd be kind of cute. So I thought because I bonded with him within just a week, maybe it was something I did, or maybe it was just him. But either way, I thought I would share with you guys how I bonded with him so quick, what I did. So whenever I brought him home, I actually had him in my hand the whole car ride home, and you don't talk to him because it's a stressful situation, and if you talk to them, then they're gonna associate your voice with a stressful situation, and you just don't want that. So after I brought him home, which luckily it was here in town, so it wasn't a far drive, I brought him in, I put him in his cage with lots of toys, and I actually kept his cage covered up for about the first 2 days. I mean, I opened it to talk to him, to give him food and water, but before I lifted it up so I didn't scare him, I would talk to him so that he knew that I was there, and then I'd slowly lift it up. So whenever you first bring him home, you want to make sure that your movements are really slow and gentle and not threatening. So you can reach in the cage and you can get their food and their water bowls to give them new stuff. Just move really slow and don't scare them. So I made sure that I did that, and he actually kind of started showing interest in me. So to show that my hand wasn't threatening, I put my hand in the cage one day and I just like left it there for a while, and I was talking to him calm, and I was basically messing with stuff but doing it really slow to see that even though I was moving, it wasn't after him and I wasn't trying to hurt him. And you never want to grab your budgie, because if you reach in, it looks like a claw of a predator, and so they're gonna get scared. You never just grab your budgie, you want them to step up on you. And then after that, probably 4th, 5th day, I started getting mullet. A lot of people actually leave their mullet in their cage, and I wouldn't suggest that just because it's like candy to them. They absolutely love it. Actually, I probably could give him some. He hasn't had any today. I do spoil him though. But a lot of people will just put like the whole thing in. What I do is I just break off one of the little bitty stems with all the bundles of seeds, and he normally really likes it. But I reached in and I just kind of held my hand there, and he obviously had mullet before. Millet, I'm sorry. I hate that I keep doing that. It's millet. And he showed interest, so he came over and he started eating it, and so I kept doing that like once or twice a day, and I talked to him. He did have a few problems with getting out and flying around, which it's not so bad that they fly. That's completely up to you. But whenever he got out whenever I wasn't ready for him, and we have people coming in and out of the house all day, and I have a cat and dogs, and so whenever I get him out or I open his cage, I normally put them up, even now, but he flew into a few walls, and I was really scared that he was going to injure himself, so I went ahead and clipped his wings. It only lasts for 6 months, because every 6 months they go through a molt and they get like new feathers. So yeah, are you talking? So even if you clip it, it's not permanent. It'll come back within about 6 months or so whenever they get their new feathers in. So yeah, after that, he tried to get out a few other times, and I think that was another thing that helped build trust, is because he would get on the floor and he couldn't get up where he felt safe, because being a bird, they want to be up at least waist height or higher to feel safe and secure. So he actually had to come to me to pick him up and put him back in his cage. And so it's been a week and I can leave his cage open and he doesn't try and get out. Half the time he wants back in. Yeah, I don't give him a lot just because it's like candy for them. So yeah, we ended up clipping his wings just because I felt like it was going to be a bit safer. Plus that may have been what helped bond, but sometimes they just don't want to bond. I got to do this within a week, and another reason I think is because I got him so young. He's only 4 months old, and the younger the better, because they haven't developed like a fear of anything. They're still learning and they're still curious about everything. So if you get one, I would suggest that you get one as young as you can, not like right out of the nest. You want them to be birds, not babies. You already eat all of that? You make such a mess, Bubba. But yeah, that's just a few things I could tell you guys about him. I wanted to share him with you because I love him so much and I'm super excited. Alright, well that is it for this video, you guys. It's a little different from normal and it's a little bit longer. I hope you guys still enjoyed it. If you guys did, and if you want to see more videos of me with R2D2, then leave a comment down below. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to give me some support, and it'll help you keep up to date with what I post every week. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up because you love me, and until next time, me and R2D2 will see you guys later. Bye!